Hey guys, so in this video, we're going to go over step by step how you can invest in Metaverse real estate. This is going to be a completely free course. We're going to go through everything you need to know to get started today. And I'll be taking you guys through some platforms and showing you how you can actually buy this type of real estate. Without further ado, let's get started. So here's an overview of what we are going to cover in the course. So feel free to pause the video and then take a look at everything that's going to be covered because we're going to go through a lot of stuff. So yeah. How do you invest in Metaverse real estate, aka virtual land? Before we get into that, I'm going to go over what Metaverse real estate actually is, right? So the concept of the Metaverse is very broad, but to simplify, it's basically virtual reality mixed with blockchain technology. Metaverse real estate opens the door to having an entire world that is virtual, where you can play video games and connect with friends, experience events and concerts as if you were there in person, and then pretty much everything else you would do in the real world, except you're able to do it in your room through blockchain technology. So yeah, pretty abstract, but this can open up a lot of doors to a lot of new technologies, as well as opportunities to make money in the future. So here is a little bit more data on the Metaverse real estate industry so far. First off, there were 133,000 transactions and sales surpassed $500 million last year. There's also going to be over 34 million VR headsets installed worldwide by 2024. So there is definitely a very positive outlook on the Metaverse industry as a whole. And yeah, the whole industry is very big. It's only going to keep growing from here. So like always, it's good to be skeptical and look at the risks when it comes to any investment. And it's no different with Metaverse real estate. So in the digital real estate market, your land could become worthless because of a lack of demand. Let's say that you bought land on a platform where there weren't many other people, or even worse, let's say the Metaverse platform was a complete failure. In that case, it actually make your land worth less, or even worse, nothing at all, because yes, the platform could go under. And unlike traditional land where you can live there like actually in real life, with the Metaverse, it's all digital. So the only worth is if other people want to buy it, or if there are any use cases associated with that land. And also there's the obvious risk with the fact that the Metaverse is relatively new because not many people know about it yet. It also relies on the prices of cryptocurrencies to hold its value, meaning that if the price of a crypto goes down, the value of your real estate will also likely go down as well. So with all these risks in mind, it's really important for you to do your own due diligence. And I always recommend for everyone looking to get into an investment, whether it be stocks, crypto, NFTs, real estate, or anything, do your own research and make your own decisions on whether or not you want to invest. Don't just invest because other people are doing so. So now that we've gone over the risks, what are the possibilities, right? So if you think about all the capabilities of virtual reality, the possibilities are really endless. You can buy, you can invest, you can develop land right now, but in the future, we'll have access to increased productivity, global events, and a new monetization system for artists. In terms of real estate, there is so much money that can be made in the long term and so much opportunity for creative inventions. And if we zoom out even further, we'll see that the Metaverse will allow everyone to interact with each other at a much larger scale than we can right now. So imagine being able to attend a concert with a friend that's across the world from the comfort of your living room, or have an international meeting with shareholders for your company in the Metaverse. A ton of communication actually comes from body language and real-time responses. And with the Metaverse, we can now have access to improved communication. So what's the hype behind the Metaverse real estate besides all the possibilities that I just mentioned? Well, like I said in the beginning, the Metaverse industry is projected to grow over $900 billion in the next 10 years, which of course is a lot of upside and can present a pretty good opportunity for people that want to invest early, like right now. So right now, big companies like Microsoft, Nvidia, and Meta, they are working extremely hard to make the Metaverse the new wave of social media. And because people are starting to realize that, we've seen a massive increase in money flowing into the industry from both investors as well as developers. So even though there are tons of risks with investing in Metaverse real estate, there's also a ton of hype and excitement, and rightfully so. So now that we understand the hype, you're probably asking, like, why should I invest in Metaverse real estate? Well, there are two main reasons why you would want to invest. So the first being is if you want to buy land and use it. And the second is if you want to invest in land to sell it or rent it out. There are tons of reasons why you'd want to buy, but to simplify, you'd want to buy land in hopes of being able to use it as a place to do work or business. This is something that companies, business owners, and artists will gravitate towards because they'll be able to showcase their work, collaborate, they'll be able to go to meetings and events, and much more. Investing, on the other hand, would probably apply to most of you guys watching this video because you'd invest the same way you'd invest in real estate today, meaning you can flip it, you can wait for the land to appreciate, or you can rent it out to people who want to use your land. I'd say that investing is a little riskier than the first option because there's no guarantee that your land is going to go up in value. But if you want to buy it for the purpose of using it, you'd most likely get what you wanted out of your investment. So then what are the options right now? Well, just like how there are various social media platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Snapchat, it's speculated that there will also be many various metaverse platforms. Each of these platforms will probably specialize in a specific niche in the market, just like the platforms we have today, right? Like TikTok specializes in short form content, YouTube has more long-term content, and then Instagram and Snapchat, they are more for like quick stories and pictures. So then let's actually get to what platforms are out there right now. The two biggest players in the market right now are going to be Sandbox and Decentraland. And just like I mentioned earlier, each platform will most likely specialize in a niche. So I'm actually going to dive into each of these platforms to give you guys some more information. First up, we have Sandbox. And Sandbox is a decentralized gaming platform that's built on Ethereum, which, as you can probably guess, heavily focuses on the gaming aspect of virtual reality. This one is probably the most popular platform out there because the market for metaverse gaming is growing really fast. And if you guys have ever seen the movie Ready Player One, I think Sandbox is definitely headed towards that direction. People can buy plots of real estate called land using their native cryptocurrency, Sand, and afterwards they can build and sell creations on the marketplace. You can host events, you can rent out your land, you can buy and sell digital assets, and I don't doubt that in the future we'll likely be able to do so much more in Sandbox. For example, playing massive multiplayer games with millions of other people through VR. They're currently number one in the market, and they own about 62% of total metaverse real estate. The land's definitely not cheap, right? As of right now, it costs between $11,000 for an average plot of land, all the way up to like $30,000 for a more premium piece. They're also partnered with known celebrities and brands like Snoop Dogg, Atari, Square Enix, and more. So yeah, they just have a lot going for them. If you guys do want to invest, you'll want to get some Ethereum to cover the blockchain gas fees. And then from there, you're going to either buy land on their official website or through online marketplaces like OpenSea and Rarible. And then next we have Decentraland, which mainly focuses on the business, content, and event aspect of VR. Decentraland was the first blockchain metaverse created, and it really rose in popularity because unlike traditional online spaces, people have complete control and freedom to do whatever they want with their own digital assets on the metaverse. Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms can remove, delete, and hide tons of content on their platforms, but with decentralized platforms like Decentraland and Sandbox, your content can't be tampered with unless you approve of it. Now, to invest on Decentraland, you're going to need their cryptocurrency Mana, and with that, you can actually buy and sell goods. You can vote on how the world is built. You can create content, experience content, and even monetize content. All you need to do is to purchase land directly through the Decentraland marketplace or through OpenSea. And next, we have three other platforms that you guys can look into if you want alternatives, and that's going to be Somnium Space, Cryptovoxels, and Axie Infinity. And right now, we're going to get into a little bit more detail on each of these platforms. So Somnium Space is a blockchain-based metaverse built entirely by the players, so you can create, experience, and monetize and trade digital assets. The platform uses Cube as their native in-game token that you can use for transactions. And ownership of land and assets are recorded on the Ethereum and Solana blockchains, where parcels on average sell for about $11,500 as of right now. If that's too expensive, you guys can actually invest in smaller parcels that normally sell for around $2,000 to $4,000. So yeah, it's not like the cheapest thing in the world, but in the future, it's possible that they are going to be worth more. To invest, all you need is an Ethereum wallet, so you can hold, buy, and sell these land parcels on the OpenSea marketplace. Next, we have Cryptovoxels, which is another popular platform that's considered the Minecraft of VR because you use blocks to build land. It's a user-owned virtual world that's powered by the Ethereum blockchain, and it's pretty similar to all of the other platforms out there that allow you to build, sell, or rent out your land. Now, their native currency is going to be called a COLR token, which can be used to add colors and elements to your creations. One parcel of land sells for an average of $5,000 per lot, and if you want to invest, you can do so through the OpenSea marketplace using Ethereum to buy and sell. And then we have Axie Infinity, which is basically like the game Pokemon, except with NFTs for pets on the Ethereum blockchain. In Axie Infinity, you collect and mint digital pet NFTs that you can use to battle against other pets for in-game currency. When you get pets, you can use plots of land in order to store and give bonuses to your Axies. So if you're interested in investing in Axie Infinity land, you can do so through their marketplace marketplace using the Ethereum cryptocurrency. There are 4 different types of land that can give powerful bonuses to your pets. So you have common, rare, epic, and mystic. So yeah, this one's a little bit different than some of the other metaverses, but I think it still has a lot of potential. So investing in metaverse real estate works pretty much the exact same way as buying an NFT. First, you want to set up a digital wallet, and the most common one is going to be MetaMask. I'll actually show you guys how to set one up in a little bit. Then you're going to need to buy the cryptocurrency that you need and send it to your wallet. Most platforms are going to be built on Ethereum blockchain, but you'll want to make sure that you have the correct currency depending on the platform. Once you have the currency in your wallet, you then connect it to the platform or website, and then from there you can actually purchase the land. One thing you want to make sure of is getting extra currency to cover the gas fees when making transactions. So yeah, that's something that a lot of people forget about, but yeah, make sure you have extra for those gas fees. Now, if you don't want to actually directly invest in metaverse real estate, there are 3 other methods to making money in the metaverse industry. The first is through metaverse stocks like Meta, Nvidia, Microsoft, and Nike, who are currently making developments or partnering with the metaverse. So obviously, if the metaverse and that metaverse real estate takes off, then these companies are going to benefit and their share prices will benefit as well. This method is good for people that believe in the metaverse and just want to dollar cost average into stocks so that they can get exposure to the industry without having to, actually go through all the steps of buying land. Then there's also the alternative of just investing in the cryptocurrencies that the metaverse platforms use. And I'll say that the number one cryptocurrency to invest in for the metaverse in general is going to be ETH or Ethereum, because as you guys saw, most platforms are built on the Ethereum blockchain. So as more platforms develop within Ethereum, there's going to be an increase in demand, which will drive up the value of that coin. There are also native coins like Sand and Mana that will also increase in value as demand increases. And then you also have investing through metaverse ETFs. So this applies to ETFs that are also focused on the tech and software space, but 2 ETFs that are currently tracking the industry specifically are the Round Hill Ball Metaverse ETF and the Evolve Metaverse ETF. So who's actually invested in metaverse real estate? We have big companies like JP Morgan, Coca-Cola, Nike, Samsung, Microsoft, and Disney. These are just a few of the big names that have started to get involved in the metaverse real estate industry, and they're like creating products and helping to further develop the space. And then you also have celebrities that are taking part in the industry like Steve Aoki, Snoop Dogg, Paris Hilton, Jake Paul, Shawn Mendes, Lady Gaga, and yeah, they're basically just buying land, partnering with people in the space, and creating more excitement for the metaverse. So now let's go over how you can actually invest in metaverse real estate, and the first platform we'll cover is Sandbox. So the first step is, of course, buying cryptos, and with Sandbox, you're going to be wanting to buy Ethereum, and all these steps I'm going to go through right now are also going to apply for Decentraland. But yeah, right now I have Gemini opened up. This is an exchange that allows you to buy crypto, and it's probably one of the best ones that you guys can use. So I'm going to put a link down in the description below. You guys will get $25 of free Bitcoin when you use that link, sign up, and make your first deposit of $100 or more. So I'm going to come here down to Ether, and I'm going to click this. And what you're going to do is you're going to come here to buy. How often? Once, since we're just buying it once, and then you will buy however much Ether you want to buy. So in this case, I'll say 100. And I'll click continue. It's going to have you select your payment method. So in this case, let's say I want to use my Wells Fargo checking account. I'll click that, and then I'm going to confirm. From there, I'm going to come here to transfer, and I'm going to go to withdraw from Gemini. And here I'm going to select the currency that I want to withdraw. So it's going to be ETH. I'll click continue here. And here I'm going to actually enter in the Ethereum address on my MetaMask account. So if you guys haven't yet created a MetaMask account, you'll go to metamask.io. You'll click download now. And this is actually an extension I have here for Chrome. So I'll open that right here. You can see that this is my account. I'm not going to take you guys through the exact steps for setting up your MetaMask account, but you guys can look up any tutorial on YouTube to do that. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click my Ethereum address here. It's going to copy it. From here, I'm going to actually paste that right here. I'm going to click continue. I'll say, yes, I want to proceed. And then I'm going to enter in the amount of ETH. So I can click max if I want to send everything I have. I'll click continue, and then I'll click request withdrawal. And that's going to send that to my MetaMask account, which is going to be required if you do want to buy things on Sandbox and Decentraland. So now I'm here in the Sandbox. So it's sandbox.game. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here to market. I'm going to scroll all the way down here to NFT type. So I'm going to click on lands, and these are going to be all the NFT lands on OpenSea. What you'll do is you'll make an account here, and then you'll also connect your MetaMask wallet to your Sandbox account. So this is going to be all your land. You can see that right now there are 3,408 results. So let's say I want to take a look at this one. and it's selling for 1.33 ETH. It's going to redirect me to OpenSea, and you see right now the highest offer is 1.3, so about $2,400. Here's going to be a description. You can look at the stats, any more details about this land. You can see the item activity over here, and also you can see more from this collection. If you come up here and you want to actually buy this one, you can click make offer. It's going to have you connect your wallet. So I'm going to click MetaMask. I'll click next, and I'm going to click connect. So now it's going to show my total balance right here, and I'll come back down here. I'll click make an offer. I'm going to put the offer amount. I'll set the offer expiration. So standard is 3 days, but I can choose whatever I want. I'll agree to the terms of service, and then I'll click make offer. And I forgot to mention that you're going to want to use wrapped ETH, right? So this is what they use on OpenSea. And if you don't know what that is, it's just used to buy and sell with auctions on OpenSea. And you can easily exchange ETH for WETH on the OpenSea platform. All you have to do is go to your wallet and then click wrap, and that's going to convert those tokens over to WETH. But yeah, that's basically how you buy on Sandbox. It's quite similar with Decentraland. So I'm at decentraland.org. I'm going to come here to marketplace. I'll click start browsing right here. I'm going to go to land, and then this is all the land that I can actually buy. So let's click on a random one. Let's say this one. You can see the price is 13,888 mana. You can look at the latest sales here. You can see any highlights about this piece of land. If you actually want to jump in and check it out, you can click this, but I'm not going to do that for this video. And yeah, if you want to pay this price, you can click buy, or you can also bid on it, but I'll show you what this looks like. I'll click buy. I'm going to need to sign in. I'll click connect right here with my MetaMask wallet. I'll select the account. So connecting this one. Right now, I don't have any mana, so I'm actually going to show you guys how to convert it. So you'll click on your MetaMask extension. You're going to click swap right here. You're going to swap from, so I have ETH only, and let's say I want to do 1 ETH, right? I'm going to swap that to mana. So I'm going to go all the way down here to mana. I'm going to click review swap, and here it's going to tell you your gas fee. And then if you want to actually go through with it, you're going to click swap. I'm not going to actually do that right now because I'm not trying to buy any land right now. So I'm going to cancel out of this, but that's basically how you buy land on Decentraland. So now let's go over a recap of everything that we learned about how to invest in metaverse real estate. I want you guys to remember that investing in metaverse real estate is very risky. It's just like investing into cryptocurrencies and NFTs, and the industry is barely at the beginning stages of development, and the market is mostly deregulated. So, if anything goes wrong, you probably won't be protected. There are plenty of rug pulls, scams, and ways to lose money in cryptocurrencies and NFTs. So you need to do your own research prior to investing so that you can be confident in your investment. Once you guys assess the risks, you'll want to decide how you want to invest, whether it be to buy and actually use it, or buy it to sell it, because this is going to affect how you do your research and what types of land that you buy. There are also alternatives that you guys should consider that are relatively safer than investing directly in the metaverse real estate stuff, such as stocks that are involved in the metaverse or cryptocurrencies that are being used in the space. Next, you're going to want to choose a platform, which will vary depending on what sector you want to focus on and whether or not you think the platform will be able to grow. And yeah, overall, there are some really big players in the metaverse like Meta, Microsoft, and Nvidia that are working towards creating the next generation of the internet. And if they succeed, the metaverse will become just as important to business and society as the internet is right now. I also showed you guys how to actually invest in the Sandbox and Decentraland, how to connect your MetaMask wallet and buy cryptocurrencies on Gemini, and then sending that over to your MetaMask wallet. So hopefully you guys are a little bit more familiar with all those platforms. Okay, so here are my final thoughts. Is it risky? Yes, definitely. But would it be a bad idea to invest? Maybe not, because big players and entrepreneurs like Microsoft, Samsung, Mark Zuckerberg, Nvidia, and more, they're entering to the space. And, maybe they're seeing something in the metaverse that the majority of people don't see just yet. I know that there are a lot of people out there that think this whole virtual reality stuff is sort of like a trend and that's going to die out. But I do think that because a bunch of big companies and business owners with billions of dollars are trying to get into the industry, there is a very good chance that they'll be able to make a big impact. There's so many opportunities that the digital world gives us in business, art, and creatives, as well as in entrepreneurship, and I can only see the excitement and anticipation increasing over time. Of course, that doesn't mean that there are going to not be any bumps in the road. I definitely think that there are going to be, but it really does come down to your risk tolerance. I think that as retail investors, we don't have as much access to knowledge compared to these billionaires or companies that have tons of connections, experience, and insider knowledge. So I always like to just say, do as much research as you can. Don't invest anything that you can't afford to lose. And yeah, overall, metaverse real estate, it's still far from its potential, but chances are the future metaverse will be able to replicate anything we do in the real world. So if you do want to invest, I think there is potential for some huge gains. That's it for this video. I hope that if you are a beginner to metaverse real estate, this sort of enlightened you and gave you some more information to play with. Of course, you're going to want to do a lot more research if you actually plan on investing. But yeah, this is more just like an overview of what there is in the metaverse real estate industry. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to first, share it with a friend, and also like and subscribe for more videos just like this. I make a ton of content about personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship. Thanks so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.